I've had the Butts knives and the Swiss maids, and I do still use them sometimes for detail work, but I've chipped and broken way too many of them, so I had to start making a thicker blade for myself. Alright, so I think that's going to be the end here for now. So look at that there. That and his eyebrows they could still come down more. They're still very characteristic. And the smaller you make all of these other features, the bigger, the nose is going to look, and the less you'll have to carve out of it. So it is going to be relative how big the nose is, of course. Alright, make him look a little smaller. Yep, just use the V-tool as a chisel. Alright. And then you would go in and do his eyes after you get all this depth. And if they're seeming, too deep there, then you would just take the brow line down, because that's not the nose that's making that look deep. Okay, and again, you see that just now, I started putting in some features and had to carve them clean away because I hadn't removed enough stock yet, as they say. Son of a B-word. Yeah, and if you screw up on the eyes, it's generally going to be a good thing, because you'll have to carve him out and then redo him again, and then his nose will just keep getting bigger and bigger. And no, you really can't get the nose too big. I mean, you see the beak on this guy, and you could go, much further. Obviously, it wouldn't be realistic looking, but that's not the point of art, mostly. The point of art is to be fun to look at, make you think about something. Alright. Again, we'll go over the eyes in a separate video. We'll go over all the pieces. See if we can pull his face down a little bit more. Yeah, and you can see when you leave this, it leaves a lot of room for beard. You turn that into a beard immediately. Not have to worry about any of this other features. Because boy, the lips can be a little difficult, and everybody loves a beard. Put that beard on in there. Yeah, give him that little mustache mouth, and he's about ready to go. Alright, so there's a bulbous nose. Oh, see, he still has that flat spot on there. See that? I'll leave that a little bit. Okay, now we're going to make it a really thin nose. And thinning it out will make it look longer. Some real deep cuts on there. Go back to this V tool. Alright. Alright. So see how we carved him with a real big fat bulbous nose. Take it down real quick. You can always remove material. You can never add it. Alright, and we're going to give him a crown, as I like to do sometimes, especially when there's not enough head really left. Clean that out with the V tool. Okay, and then, okay, what I also want to bring up here, which is in kind of the same line as the nose, is that we have a blockhead here. Okay, we used the whole width of the block, so we couldn't really do the rest of the head. If we wanted ears, you have to do the same thing as with the nose. You have to leave an extra, you know, however much his ears are going to stick out, and ears do stick out. On the side, not to mention that there's roundness, there's curvature on the side of the head. So this guy's face would need to be, you know, 3/4 of the size smaller, 75% smaller, maybe even 50%, to get all the rest of the features on there. Again, it's art. It doesn't need to be perfect. People like, you know, for there to be stylized, whatever. That hey, it looks like it's been carved out of a piece of wood. That's not perfect. And it also kind of shows you what to look at, and it gives you a contrast. So, anyway, there you go. Carve your nose first, and hopefully yours will look a lot cleaner and nicer than this fellow. Alright, good luck. Be safe carving. Always keep